Hi class, today I'm just going to quickly go through analysing the question that you handed in last lesson. So I've marked them and I'll hand them back to you this lunchtime. But the biggest issue I found with this question was firstly, one, you weren't answering the question. So in the first sentence is your topic sentence, you need to answer the question, introduce a topic. And a lot of you weren't using the language of the question to answer the question. So that's the first issue. The second issue was you weren't providing a definition, a clear definition of what the land rights movement was and still is. And lastly, you weren't then connecting that to the dreaming and actually using an example from the land rights movement to support your answer. What you're seeing right here in front of you is what you should be doing every time you answer a question, whether it's in an exam or when you got one for homework. If you're not doing this, then I guarantee a lot of your response won't be succinct, won't be clear, and it won't be organized because you actually yourself haven't planned what you're trying to say. So analysing here, all you got to do is make a critical judgment. So you need to make a judgment considering a range of elements. In regards to the importance of the dreaming is the foundation of Aboriginal religion, spirituality, and culture. And the land is the medium in which Aboriginals connect with their dreaming. Therefore, the dreaming was and is immensely significant for the land rights movement. And then when we look at the land rights movement, we've got a definition here. The land rights movement was and is a religious and political movement that aimed to secure the rights of Aboriginal people to their land in an effort to ensure their religious, spiritual, and cultural integrity is preserved. Before I show you the sample I wrote, I just want to clarify, when you're talking about the dreaming in the land rights movement, they're actually still happening. The dreaming is continuing, is a continual thing, past, present, and future, and the land rights movement hasn't finished. So it's really important that you don't talk about this completely in past tense, even though the examples you use will be from the past. So, the dreaming, which is the origin of all Aboriginal spirituality, religion, and culture, has been and continues to be immensely important for the land rights movement, which is evident in the Mabo decision of 1992. The land rights movement is a religious and political movement that aims to secure the rights of Aboriginal people to their land in an effort to ensure their religious, spiritual, and cultural integrity is preserved. As the dreaming is the foundation of Aboriginal spirituality, religion, spirituality, and culture, and the land is the medium in which Aboriginals connect with their dreaming, it is clearly evident how significant the dreaming is for the land rights movement. An example of the pursuit of land rights is evident in the Mabo decision of 1992, where the Meriam people of the Murray Islands legally won the rights to their land so that they could continue their traditional ways, which could only be pursued if they were connected to their dreaming. Therefore, the dreaming has been and continues to be extremely significant for the land rights movement, as it is the primary motivation for Indigenous Australians to connect to their land and country. So that's it. Have you noticed that it's not very long? It's straight to the point. Okay, it's not a perfect response, but it's going through the structure. And so we're going to quickly just do a very quick analysis. So let's look for areas in yellow, so the importance of the dreaming. So to the yellow highlight, I'm just going to identify things that I think, okay, address that. So, dreaming is the foundation of Aboriginal religion, spirituality, and culture. Alright, there we go. Clearly evident how significant this dreaming is for the land rights movement. Do you see the language that's being used? Going through, the dreaming continues to be extremely significant for the land rights movement. Alright? There, again. So you got 4 clear sections where you're addressing, using the language and you're addressing that part. And then if we change it to land rights movement, we have here. Alright. We also have Mabo decision 1902. Again, Mabo decision 1902. Alright. There we go. Alright, and if you want to go to the Analyse, we're looking for high modality. So what we're doing is here, we're looking for, I won't be able to do it because there's nothing, but if you're looking immensely, okay, other things like extremely significant, then you're making a clear judgment how important it is. I hope this has been helpful, and I hope it gives you some clarity, but that isn't a very hard question to answer. And the best approach is simple, but the first way you should be doing it is by actually approaching it in a simple way, deconstructing the question and having an organized approach. All right, thanks.